So, Minal, well, literally fantastic to come to your practice.
Thank you.
And you have an amazing practice here in Picton. You've
Thank
done really, really well since I've known you, especially in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting me coming in, just asking you about your experience with the Destiny Design Coaching Program, which you've been there for almost coming to close to a year, 9 months so far.
Yes.
So what I wanted to start off by asking you was just tell me a little bit more about you, who you are, and how was your journey before we officially met for this program? I know we've known each other for a few years.
I know.
But yeah, just tell me about it.
Yeah, well, so I'm practicing dentist, and I own this practice, Angel Dental Care in Picton.
Yep.
We just completed 10 years into business. And
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks. And over the years, I've really upgraded my skills, mainly in the area of implant dentistry and cosmetic dentistry.
Yeah.
That's where I really wanted to focus on. And that I put a lot of effort into education into these areas, invested a lot. However, until last year, I wasn't seeing the growth that I wanted to see in the business in that area, which was quite disappointing, knowing how passionate I was and how skilled I was to do this kind of procedures. And then I was very much ready to take the business to the next level.
Yeah.
And I did did my research around. I was looking at different programs which would help me grow more so as a practice owner than as a clinician or as a complete practice. And then because we know each other for such a long time and my friends have done courses with you and they always spoke very high about it. So I thought, okay, I'll meet you again. And as we discussed last year in July, what my goals are, what my expectations were from this course. And you answered all those questions really well. I told you very clearly, I want to be version 2.0. And if you're going to be on this journey with me, then we're going ahead. Otherwise, we are not. So it was a very honest and robust conversation we had. And we set our expectations really well. And the goals were set right in there. And from the go start, we just went upwards and onwards. And it has been a fantastic experience. I think my first module itself, the GPS, which is the most sorted out module of your entire Destiny by Design course.
The case acceptance.
The case acceptance. Yeah. That was the game changer for me. It literally did change the game for me. I always thought I was very good with closing cases and I was very good with communications with patient and case acceptance. But this was on a different level.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
So we've known each other for a few years, right? And then it was we used to meet, you were on the fence, whether to join or not. But what was that decision that really led you? Like, you know what? You had a conversation with me.
Yes.
You almost held me at gunpoint, saying, if I'm going to come with you, these are my expectations.
Exactly.
I remember that conversation.
Yes.
But what was that final decision which just tipped you over and say, you know what, I want to get involved in this program, get mentorship, get coaching in for growing the business?
Yes, because I think partly it also comes to two things. One is I had a vision and I knew where I wanted to be. And then I wanted someone who has been there.
Yeah.
It's easy to be on the side and coach someone and say, okay, I'll take you there. But a person who has walked the journey and who has reached that pinnacle, that person is always going to give you the right coaching and right advice because he will remove the hurdles or he will see certain things which you have not seen yet because you're still not gone through the journey. Yeah. And knowing your success professionally as well as personally, and what my vision was, I thought you understood what I wanted. I thought you got me when I was trying to explain you what I really wanted out of this program. And you being there already, it really helped me put my trust into you. And I think your program did deliver it. Your presence on the stage and very precise, specific, very nailed down to simple strategies really does help with the program. It's easy to tell someone how to run a business practice and what to say and what not to say. But to break it down into most simple, realistic way is the way, because otherwise there are thousands of books on how to run a business or grow your business. So it was that reason. And then also I had some time off in July when I was really mulling around what my options are if I want to grow further. And I remember I was just cleaning up my study shelf, and I found your book, which you had sent me a couple of years ago, which was Practice Acceleration.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow, this comes handy. So I started reading that, and it really kind of, it resonated with me at that time. And I thought, yes, this is exactly what I want. And this is the program which is going to work for me. And I think I immediately sent you a message saying, we need to talk.
Yeah.
And I think 2 days later, we were already talking.
Yeah, I remember we met in the cafe in QVB as well. We sat down there. Yes.
And I really did held you back.
Yes. And I think the great thing about is what you just said there was that you wanted to be coached and mentored by someone who's done there, been there, and actually still doing it.
Exactly.
And because we're always adapting. I mean, the economy is changing, and things always need to be, what I say, you need to be adaptive. And that's the best part of what I've seen about you throughout the journey, that you will never stop. You're always like, okay, what's next? What's new? So being in this program now, close to 9 months, coming to a year, what are the 3 key things you've taken away? One was you told me about the GPS case acceptance, which has changed your game, you said, of closing cases. What else has changed?
I think it's the mindset.
Oh, good.
I would say the biggest change is the mindset. Like, you shouldn't be seeing this as a challenge constantly, running a business or being a business owner. You shouldn't be seeing success as a fearful thing. You shouldn't be afraid of trying new things. But at the same time, keep it simple. Like, every strategy that you give us is very simple. It's broken down to such simple level that it becomes easier to adapt as well as to kind of, grow with it.
Yeah.
So I think mindset is one thing which really, really is the biggest key changer for me.
And I actually agree with that, because I've seen your journey in the last 9 to 12 months, and I would say you're number one. You're a fighter.
Thank you.
You are someone I've known who puts things into action. You just, yes, as much as my strategies will be simple, they're very successful, but you really do put them in action. And one of the great things is that every one of us in the group encourages to be put in action.
True.
And mindset, you've elevated to the next level. I love that about you.
Yeah. So mindset is one thing, because when we start the DDC program, first module or first training is actually on mindset. You give us the 12 successful formula, and I have the screenshot of it on my phone. I have it in my personal diary. So whenever there are moments when I start to fall back into my old patterns, I go through those, and that literally just changes it for me. Every time I see a setback, I always tell myself your words, which you say, it's a tax you pay for success.
Yeah.
And then few quotes of yours, when you say, if you like the rain, if you want to play in the rain, you must want to
deal with the mud
too.
Yeah.
And simple strategies like that gets you out of that mindset wherein you feel like, oh my God, I'm falling behind, or I'm a failure, or this journey is too hard. Yes, the journey is challenging, but you make it very exciting as well. And something where you just very plainly put it that this is how it is going to be. If you want to be in this game, if you want to be successful, deal with it, take it. But in mostly in a positive way. And as well as that childlike curiosity that you speak about, that just literally got ignited within me in last 1 year, I would say. Okay, there's so much more than what I know. So I have to do a lot of unlearning and learn something new. But then it was more so going to my basics, like being childlike curiosity, be playful with it, don't take anything too seriously, enjoy and have fun with it. Tribe, the importance of the right people around you, surrounding yourself with good network. Even about simple thing, if you're having a hard day, instead of sitting there and whinging about it, get it out of your system, speak to the right people, put it on the right platform, and move on, and come up with the solution. So your 60 seconds of whinging. That really helps. And that also I've implied that in my personal life also. Okay, 60 seconds, that's it. Then we cannot spend our time.
Then you got to be gangster.
Then you got to be a warrior.
I love that. You mentioned tribe. Can you expand on that? What is it about the current DDC tribe we have and the connection we have? How is that benefited you? What do you see in it? How is that important in what has helped you?
So dentistry in general, they say, is a very lonely profession.
Yeah.
And especially if you're working into a regional area where you're cut off from many other practitioners. Like, for example, if you're in a metropolitan area, that makes you lonely, but also you feel a bit lost when you want some help. With the tribe, the best thing is most of the tribe is hungry to grow. And that is just a eye-opener that we all are in the same boat, more or less.
Yeah.
And like, we all are hungry to learn more, to succeed, to be there for each other. And the tribe has been such a big part of my journey in last 9 to 10 months. Like, when we are successful, even in the slightest of the way, the whole tribe is there to cheer you, and like, they're all your cheerleaders, and we all celebrate each other's successes. But at the same time, there's no shame or judgment attached to if we are sharing our setbacks or our failures, or if like, we have a question asking, hey guys, I don't understand this, or this is something where I'm stuck. So nobody is sitting there to judge you how good or bad clinician or practitioner you are. It is more so about, oh, let me help you. This is my experience and I've done that. So that openness, that power of vulnerability, like, the power of like, growing together as a camaraderie rather than actually like, competing with each other. That is so awesome. And that is the first time I've actually experienced that in dentistry, especially here in Australia.
That is good.
So that's awesome. Like, my only notification that I've kept on is the DDC tribe notification, because I don't like to miss out on it. There's most of the times it's so positive and inspiring, and you learn something new every day, even if it is like slightest of information. It just changes how you kind of practice or
And we are quite active on a daily basis.
Oh my God.
I mean, it started this morning.
Yes,
Everyone was on the chat.
I know.
So I agree with you. Like, just having colleagues together, like-minded people, just, sharing successes, sharing failures, sharing challenges, and just bouncing ideas. And everyone comes with ideas as well. That's
true.
You would agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So circling back, being in this program, again, coming to 9 months, share with me, what are the tangible results you've got, like something that can be measured in your practice, like, income, reviews, whatever you want to talk about.
So basically, as I said, the GPS conversion, the case acceptance has been a big game changer for me. And that's exactly what I'd come to you for, that, if I'm going to invest into this program emotionally as well as financially, I want dollar to dollar value return.
Yeah, true.
And that actually came twice or thrice more. I mean, I've been able to convert so many big cases, like, going beyond 30K and 50K. And not just that, like, I formed a very deep bond with these patients because of the way I have communicated with them and the way I made them feel in my practice. The experience, the 7-star experience that you speak about, I'm trying to imbibe that as much as possible. And we're getting the feedback that, we are able to do that 7-star experience. Google reviews, such a game changer. Like, when we started with you, my Google reviews were somewhere around, I think, 96, 97. And as we speak, I think we are close to 140 now. And
wow.
Yeah. So, and we only did Google review module in October somewhere last year. So it's not even 6 months, almost 6 months.
Yeah.
So we increased the reviews quite significantly. And as I said, with the mindset, so knowing that, my practice is the reflection of me, I take this role very seriously, responsibly now, more than before, instead of trying to find flaws or trying to blame the economy, blame the staff situation, blame that. I feel I'm the CEO of this practice. So it all reflects down to how I come and 100%. How my energy is. So that really has, I think, shown through. I've become a better leader, I would say.
I think everyone can see right now your energy, your enthusiasm, and the amount of effort you've put in this practice. Yes,
thank you.
You've learned all this, but you've gone and actioned it, and you keep on actioning it. That's what I keep saying that. That's what I love about you.
Yeah.
So tell me, apart from income, which has increased by what percentage would you say?
Oh my God. Yeah, it has increased by around, I'm not good with numbers. I'm not going to
double, triple, where has it gone?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it would be almost double. Yes,
almost double,
sure.
Almost 100%.
Yes.
Wow, crazy. Yeah. Tell me about your team. I mean, one of the challenges is most of us find in all our practices is having good team members, getting the team members trained, making them more efficient and productive, right? And every one of us in the group, obviously, like every practice I've known, a lot of practice owners we both speak to, have always challenges with team.
Yes.
You had a significant challenge with team, and
Absolutely.
then now finally you've got a great team.
Yeah.
So you want to share something on that?
Yes, as I said, like, it starts with the owner.
Yeah.
So I realized that, like,
Leadership.
my temperament, my outlook towards situation, like, when things are falling apart in the practice, how I handle things, how I deal with that, that's going to be reflected upon, and that behavior is going to be modeled by the staff. So I'm seeing that, like, my conversation with my staff is more positive. It's very transparent. At the same time, it's exciting, and because they're seeing that the case conversion, they're seeing the results, they're seeing the transformations I'm able to do for the patients, they are getting inspired in turn, and they want to help them. When patients come out of the room crying and happy and, like, just grateful, they see that energy. They see, oh wow, so this is what we can be, and this is where we can be part of.
Yes.
And that excites them, and I can see that they get inspired, and they're able to perform as well.
So you managed to form a strong team culture.
Yes, we are forming more, like, it's getting better.
Yeah, getting better. Excellent. Yeah. And what about the training they've had? What would you like to share something on that?
So yes, the training, even the staff thinks it is very simple, easy to use training methods. Like, for example, just getting Google reviews. There's such a simple way of doing it. It doesn't sound odd, or it doesn't sound that they have to learn French or Mandarin to kind of, get a Google review. So it just comes naturally. It's very easy. Within, like, a minute. Sometimes when we're doing a huddle once in a week, we just take turns and talk about how we're going to take a Google review. And each one of them have literally just mugged it up within a day. It's that simple. With the telephone as well. And because I'm extending my business partnership with you more so in the form of getting your help with marketing and stuff. And now that they know that we're going to monitor the phone calls and everything, they're really kind of, zooming into what and how they speak to the patient. So that definitely is helping.
Excellent. And I think what you just said, you bought into the concept of what we can measure, we can manage.
Yes.
Which is why I've seen you putting things into place where you just want to measure so that you can see what needs to be tweaked or not. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So lastly, I mean, you've been amazing, right?
Thank you.
One thing I want to ask you, one final thing. For people considering joining this program, having mentorship and coaching by me, what would you tell them?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just join. I mean, if you really want to grow, and if you really are hungry for it, I think just do it. You're never going to be 100% ready. When I came to you, I was ready. I was very much ready. But also it was based on the situation that I was in. I really was done with giving excuses. I was done with constantly having this fear of business thriving or not moving forward. So I was very much ready to give in. And when you come with a clear mindset, let go of your own old patterns, and you won't be disappointed. Even if you may not see the result to 100% within a year, you would at least grow 10, 15%, 100% sure about that. So I would highly recommend for many reasons. One is to have a great coach like you. Second is to have the tribe support. And the networking that we build upon. And third is, like, just you become a better person or a better leader. These are the only 3 reasons I would just say, go for it.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, 10 years, congratulations on your practice.
Thanks.
First time I've come here, Picton out of Sydney.
I know.
I love it. The drive was nice. It was a long drive though, but I literally love it.
It's worth the drive.
It's worth the drive coming to you. Okay. Thank you once again for this.
Thanks,
All right, guys.